landscape and the human behaviours interrelate to create a story. Okay, but we're talking about science and using science in the purest way we can and saying what evidence do we have that supports our position on this, fair testing, that kind of stuff.
Go ahead.
So there's lots of sandgrass, what am I talking about? Seagrass, lots of seagrass, there's lots of mollusks, there's lots of cockles, there's lots of gastropods, lots of crabs and fish, small little ones as usual, and then in a wide variety of birds, from seagulls to I see maybe coruscants and egrets. Yeah. So a small area like this has an astounding number of species. Too difficult for us to comprehend really, but yeah, so those are really good indicators about the health of the environment, and in this case I think it's quite healthy.
To identify that this is a place, you look at it now, it looks like a desert, okay?
Yes.
But it makes people start looking closer and closer and closer through this process. We want them to come in and see something this big as large. Okay? At the moment something that big is invisible, but in a 10-minute period of doing this, all of a sudden you start seeing stuff. And there's millions and millions of animals here, and they all feed on plankton, and plankton is microscopic, so anything that feeds on microscopic can't be the size of an elephant, so the whales do. But so basically what we're doing is identifying.
Okay, so if you look at the ground, you will think that it's all just maybe debris from the sea and it's dry, but once you lift it up, you will find that it's actually the decomposed parts of this algae. Yeah, so that is amazing. And he was saying that it is an ecosystem on its own. There should be bugs and things underneath feeding on these decomposed parts, decomposed leaves. So, yeah.
Yeah, hi guys. So it's a bit like a treasure hunt. We're looking at things which we may not know the name, so Doug has provided us with a list of stuff to look up for. So it's like a treasure hunt, and I've been finding interesting stuff. Seaweeds, sea biscuits, I gotta find the name. That's a horn snail. Yeah, so lots of fun stuff. Treasure hunt.
Whelks are carnivores, and they eat. See this one here? See its proboscis out the front? Incredibly strong sense of smell. Anything that is decomposing or not well, they smell them, and then they go and dig them up, and they fight over eating them. Okay? So basically what's happening here is they've found some shellfish that isn't healthy, and they're eating it. So they're totally responsible for the hygiene of the intertidal zone here. Yeah, that's a horn shell. Have a look at horn shell.
Horn snail. Hey guys, look, crabs.
Where?
There?
Yeah, we got a crab here. That's
Two
a
of them.
little-
There. One,
little
two.
This came cook for admin, he got nothing.
I don't know.
I give you. Master, this is
I'm just like,
this one. Which one? What's that?
use the thing, use the thing, use the thing.
And it's
I was going to use my hand.
sense of smell. See the little
We wandered grouchily on the mud that slipped and slid on the grime.
See, the feet will come out there. Look at that. Look at those things.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Somebody sing the Titanic song, man.
My heart
first one. This is 30 meters from the rock wall, and we are lining up from that tree there, that Pahutakawa tree, okay, and the base of the mountain. That is our transect line, and we set it up in 2011. 30 meters, 20 meters, 20 meters, and 20 meters. But we'll just do 3. This is transect line 1 and transect point 1, and we're going to do 4 little squares, and you're going to do a sample of those 4 squares for the group. Same area, but we're doing a line at right angles to the flow of the water when it comes in, which means the constant is that each point gets covered by the same amount of water for the same length of time, because we're going to measure out here. Okay? 4 samples either side. So as the tide comes in, every piece of this measure gets covered in water at the same time. Therefore, the animals get to feed for the same amount of time at each of these sites. called, when you compare the site. Each site itself is different, right? So that one gets covered for longer when the tide comes in, and this one gets covered for less. So do you think, what kind of differences do you think you'd find in population or size between that one there, and this one here? What kind of differences do you think you might find?
The further out you go, the more number of population.
More cockles?
Yeah.
Why?
Or the size.
More oxygen exposed.
More oxygen? Yeah. So what is the different condition out there compared with here?
More water.
More water? Yeah. Over and above more water, what do you mean?
More water there.
More water. What do you mean by more water?
More nutrients, more variety
water, more
coming in to feed on.
All possible. But what kind of more water?
More
water.
movement of water.
No, more time. More time. The tide comes in from there, see what I mean?
More
Out
frequently
there it's
exposed.
underwater for
Yeah,
long.
that's right, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, got
because
it, got
these
it, got it.
animals can only feed by sucking water in through their siphon. Okay, right, yeah. A golf
That's another species
Yeah,
we
no,
have found.
That's
The golf ball.
Yeah, right, okay. Golfers. And you get the 4 of them, so it doesn't matter if you treat them separately or together, because you're actually looking at average density. Okay, so that gives you a population measure. And then you find some water and you vigorously shake this.
And if you're lucky, you find gold.
And if you're doing the right thing, give it to me.
So do we do the whole square?
What's that? You're only interested in live cockles. Now you shouldn't find any cockles here because it's so high above the water line. Okay, so all we've got is old dead shells at the moment here. Okay, so but I would probably find 1 or 2 in this sample. So our sample, we start at 30 meters from the high water mark because we know there are cockles there. Okay, and we start there and we move out 20-meter grid. So if we have 200 students, we would run 4 lines, and then every 20 meters we'd run another line. And we could do a grid of maybe 20 sites or 30 sites. So we could mean that everybody was working in small groups, and we're adding to the data we're already collecting. So remember, this data was started in 2011. We'd done samples years before, very similar sites, but not exactly the site, so we can't keep that data. So we do this with university interns and all kinds of people, with the goal of getting some understanding of what's happening. Okay, so it's data that's joined to a major database for the whole harbour. Okay, third and fourth. Okay, so this is transit point 0 because there's 1, 2, and 3. So you record your own on average for the 4. Okay, for your 4 samples, you record them there. Then you'll go to the people on transit 2. You record their data. Transit 3, you record. Quadrant 3. Transit point 3. You'll record that data, and you should see a trend. So you'll each have a data sheet, which I'll get for you shortly. And so you gather all your cockles in your green container, and then you can measure them all at once. Okay? And measuring means that this is only half one, but whenever you measure, sorry, could you hold that back again? Yeah, oh no, I need that one. Sorry.
This is not a shell, right?
Yeah, this is half a shell of dead cockle. So, but basically, it was a whole cockle. You put the hinge on the side, not on the bottom or the top, on the side, and you measure that width. Up 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20.
Okay, this is 50.
So that's just on 20. Maybe it's just over 20 to 25. Okay. So when you find one that just fits, keep it, because then you can put it to one side and find one here that just fits, and every cockle that's between that size you can assume fits into this category. Speeds up the sample. Okay. See what I mean? Okay, so that's your sample measurement. That's the most accurate. We developed these because we were getting too much error. People who had never done it before had no idea, and so we talk about methodology, about measurement more than anything. Okay, so we're looking at that. Okay.
We are looking for mine.
How's it going, Zaki?
Sorry?
How's it going?
It's good, it's cool. Very nostalgic.
I saw, yeah. Let's do that again. Go ahead.
Looking for gold.
Ellen got some here.
Yeah, give back to me here.
I'll do for you.
Put here.
Aaron.
That would be easier for
It's
them to
heavy.
then spend some time where you
So maybe put one hand on the front here. Oh, you want to hold your head down.
No, here, let go.
Put a whole lot in there. good stuff. That's one.
Okay, coming now. Hold on.
Oh, actually can tell straight away already lah.
Yeah.
This is here, right? This is here.
Second, third. Just remember the whole second, third.
No, 1, 2, 3 and 4.
Yeah, oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. I got 3, 4. Mainly 3 and 4.
Okay. 4.
3 and 4.
This is a no, this is a good.
Depends on it.
2 1.
Oh, is it? That's okay. So you get that one.
Okay, ready? Okay. Okay, this is 0. No, here. 0. Ours is quadrant point 4, right? 0, 3. Okay, the next one leave it blank first. 2. Okay, next one I count now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 25.
So 20 to 25 don't have lah. 20 to 25 don't have.
Don't have, that's the biggest one.
Okay, so the biggest is 15 to 20, right?
Yeah.
I will bring this one back.
Hi Singapore, would you like some fresh cockles with your laksa? How about with prawn noodle? Why don't we just on its own, stir fried with some lemon juice or lime juice?
Okay, so what we did is for each size of the cockle, we average first. So if it was between 5 to 10, we took 7.5 and multiply by the number of such cockles found, and then we added all the totals. And then we use the total to divide by the number of pieces found to find the average size of the cockle. So we can count here that in the transaction report 1, which was Azal and this one, the average size of your cockles is 11.3. That is millimeter. Yeah. And for point 2, Penny, Karen, Joyce's, and it is 11.9. And at the point 3 where Zaki was, it was 12.3 average size. Okay. Also in terms of total number, regardless of size, total number we have transact 1, we have 70 pieces. We found 27 pieces and they found 30 pieces. 30. Yeah. Okay, you have 9 more than we have now. So that's the biggest difference here.
I can't help myself. No, he said something the first day. Science is created only to prove that what geography knew all along.
Or to put some quantity.
Yeah.
Yeah.